Hey everybody, what's up? It's Brittany Hiller here, and I am your go-to goddess for all things yoga, meditation, and laughter therapy. I am your possibility coach, and what that means is I help you by giving you tools that I personally use every single day to create the life that I love. And I will do you the same favor by utilizing these tools. So let's chat a little bit about possibility coaching. What the heck is it? What is it? What it is, my friends, what it is the opportunity for us to work one-on-one to transform your way of thinking. So how do we do that? Hey, Dallin. We transform your way of thinking by simply utilizing the tools that I personally use, like I said, to unleash and let go of conclusions. What does she mean by that? I mean, do you know how whenever you make the goal to achieve something, right? So picture this, you want to achieve a goal. I have a really good example. I would love to one day live in a house by the water with a big, huge, expansive view of the water and huge floor-to-ceiling windows. Now, mind you, I absolutely love the house that I live in right now. It is gorgeous, and it's so much fun, and it's petite, and it's so quaint, and I love it, and it's comfy and cozy. However, I still have goals and desires and things that I want to achieve later on. So what I do is instead of creating this conclusion where I think, oh, that's not possible because, oh, I need X, Y, and Z in order for it to even happen. I have to buy a house on the water. That's expensive. Oh, I have to create millions of dollars in my life before I can even dare live by the water. See, these are conclusions. And what happens is they totally stamp out our possibility in our life. They totally take away the magic of being able to even receive anything that we desire. So, what do we do then? How do we achieve what we desire? Well, by simply being open to receive the magic that is already out there. So instead of saying, I'm going to, let's see, let me utilize an example. I'm going to go on a trip. Okay, the trip costs this much money. Okay. Instead of saying, I need to work this long in order to create this much money, in order to go on this trip at this time, you could have all of those things as well, but then ask what else is possible. And then begin to notice like what actually shows up. So this is what we do in the possibility coaching program. We talk about ways that we can see through different angles. Instead of your pinpoint conclusion of this is the only way that this is going to happen ever in my life, I open up and unlock for you a treasure chest where you can see other possibilities, where you can receive amazing magic in your life, honestly. So for example, I had a wonderful client who only saw one perspective, and that was the option of, I don't want to hurt so-and-so's feelings, so I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z for myself. So it's like, okay, we don't know where so-and-so stands in their life or thoughts about you. So what's happening is you're blocking now your possibility because you're so concerned on how that person may or may not react and or think about a decision that you want to make for yourself. So what happens with that is that they were completely blocking themselves out from receiving the magic of doing what they desired most for their life, for themselves. So then when they let go of that opportunity, when they let go of that thought of, I'm going to hurt that person's feelings with that conclusion if I decide that I'm going to do this, when they let go and released that person, and they opened up to the possibility of, well, what if that person actually thinks like I do? Or what if that person is actually super happy that I decided this for myself? These are possibilities, my friends. These are what we work with together to see. And I help facilitate that with you because what happens is you get stuck. I get stuck. Totally understand. I need to go in and have my own coach as well and say, hey, how do I unblock this? Because when we get the perspective from another person, possibility rises. And what happens is we are able to then create what we desire in our life even more. Even more. Isn't it cool? So today I want to gift you with a visualization meditation. And what that means is I'm going to place a picture here on our screen, and you can look at it doing a meditation with your eyes open if that's cool with you, or you may close your eyes. Now understand, be in a safe space where you're not driving so that you can do this. So I'm going to post the picture here, and I want you to really, really view this picture. So we're going to get into our visualization meditation. So hi friends who are just joining. And what we are going to do is we are going to stare at this picture. And this picture, we're going to look at all the different possibilities of this picture. And we're going to dive deep into our thoughts about this picture. Okay? So I want to create, I'm going to look for the picture here. Yes. So this picture has, there we go. I was like, this picture has me in it, but that is okay. Okay, here we go. Yes. So here's the picture. It's like, okay, Rennie, where's the picture? Yes. Perfect. With this picture, we are going to look. Yay. Oh, good, Dylan. I'm so glad to know that. In a good way, I do hope that the new you today is different from the old you. All right, so this picture is what we are going to take a look at, right? Beautiful, right? So take a look at it. And instead of any type of judgment, right? Judgment may look like the form of, oh, I could never, ever go there. Instead of the form of judgment, look at this picture and take it in. You see the sun. You see a boat. You see the water. You see the marsh. You see the trees. You see the sky. Now we're going to look deeper here, and we're going to utilize this as our visualization today. Take a look at the boat. It can be the boat all the way over in the corner, or the boat down on the side. Now breathe this in. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then begin to picture yourself in one of those boats. Notice where your mind goes automatically. Does your mind go to, which mind you, that boat is not small. Neither one of these boats are small. But does your thought go to the boat on the end of the dock? Because perhaps you think you can't afford the boat farthest in the dock? Now open yourself up to the possibility of having more money than you could ever imagine, and what that allows for you to unleash in your life. You can have both of those boats. Let's picture that dock as yours, connecting to your house, and you have both of those. Now let's picture that this view is something you see every single day. How does that make you feel? Now, if you begin to notice that you feel tightness in your body, or if you begin to notice that your body or your mind starts to say, that's impossible, you could never have that, ask yourself, where is that coming from? Is that mind, is that thought, is that saying yours? That's right. Aunt Marty, you are totally headed to Key West. See, I love this. So yeah, notice, right? Notice the thoughts. So if they are negative, if they are coming in, and if they are saying, you can't have, you can't have, you can't have, where are those coming from? Are those yours? And I ask that because what happens is sometimes, most of the time, we all learn from our big people, and our big people came from their own space. So most of our big people, their big people came from the Depression era. And so the Depression era was save, save, save. The Depression era was we can't spend, we can't have, we don't have, we lack. So understand that. They grew up with that thought. They've embedded it into you. So we're going to delete that thought. We're going to make space now in our mind for possibility of receiving. And by receiving here, you allow yourself, what would it be like to see this every day? What would that be like, to see this view every day? Or the view that you desire. Perhaps you enjoy mountains, or perhaps you enjoy the ocean. This is a river. Perhaps you enjoy lakes. What would it be like to see this every day? What else is possible? And then notice how that feels in your body when you start to ask that question. What else is possible, my friends? Begin to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I hope that that meditation was delightful for you. But I also hope that it unlocked a little bit of something for you as well. The simple fact that you are possible and your desires are possible. Now, it takes 3 ways to receive things. 1, we ask. Because what happens is nothing knows what we want if we don't ask, right? You can't receive something at a restaurant if you don't ask the waiter for it, right? Number 2, act. Because without action, there's no receiving. So how do you act? When you start to feel in your body what your next form or your action is, then you act on it. And that may be write a book. That may be call this person. That may be pitch to this person and see what happens. Those hits that you get in your mind that you know, I should do this here and I'm gonna do it. And then you receive. Number 3 is receive. So when you receive with gratitude. Because sometimes, most of the time actually, what we want to receive doesn't show up in the form that we pictured it in our conclusion. So again, our thought is to receive and take away that conclusion, but receive it with gratitude. So, for example, I wanted that pink bike, but I got a purple one instead. I got the bike, right? I got the bike. So then if we receive it, I gratefully and thankfully receive this bike. Yes, please. I'll have more. Thank you. Yeah, that's simple. So I hope this was beneficial for you. And if you would love to receive a little bit deeper into your mind, yes! Marty, I want to go to Key West with your peeps one of these days. But if you'd love to receive more for yourself, please, let's talk together. And that is simple at bit.ly/yes to possibility. We'll chat soon. I hope you guys have a fabulous evening. And thank you, Aunt Marty, for joining me tonight. Have fun in Key West with all your peeps in the big boats. Love you guys. Bye.